Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode. This is our live. This is Carolyn's telephone. Not going to show you everything, so I don't want our phone number all over the internet. Now, I really look like Duck Dynasty today. Whoops, the beard and the shirt. They always wear, you know, this kind of camo. I happen to like this kind of camo. I'd like to get some pants in this camo, and a hat, or two, or three, or four, or five.
I get one too.
Oh, my wife says she gets one too. So this is just a little video. A friend of ours lives like sort of on the other side of us. I don't know how to.
Like
others. It's kind of like
south of us.
It'd be west.
Kind of southwest of us.
Yeah,
she's definitely south of us.
You go down. Sorry, I saw something on the. Oh, he's covered in money.
10.
Yeah, off Route 10, and we live off Route 12. She's like, I don't know, I'm not exactly sure why, but she's like really encouraging us to consider moving out there. And we are.
So we don't have to deal with stupid neighbors.
Yeah. I mean, we have a neighbor right next to us. Look, I got up early. I had to go back to bed. I couldn't go back to sleep because this neighbor right here had the music going. Music, it's noise. The walls are vibrating. We knock on the door. We knock on the walls. We pound on the walls. She doesn't turn it down. Our next door, the neighbor that lives next to her, called the cops on her, and then she turned it down. That neighbor's called the cops on her at least twice, and we've done it at least once, and she doesn't get it through her thick skull that she needs to turn the freaking music down.
She just doesn't give a damn about anybody.
No, she doesn't. And then our neighbor at the end
is an idiot.
Is a drug-addicted, drunk, excuse-making BI. My wife said the word. I
ain't afraid to say it.
And we need a bigger place. I mean, that's a given. You know, we're working on the place. We really did some good work with the kitchen, thanks to our friend who came over. I mean, she kind of gave us the impetus to get going. You know, we've been wanting to get going. We've been trying, but we actually did some stuff before she came over. But then she came over, and that was sort of like the impetus for us to do more. If you know, I don't know how else to say it. And oh my God, and it's snowing right now, by the way.
Yeah.
It's pretty thick out there. So anyway, I'm going to say the name of the area simply because if anybody happens to know about anything out there, we would be happy to hear about it. The greater Winchester, New Kerry, formerly known as New Hampshire area. My ear is popping. Anyway, we'd like to find a place that we could rent.
A house, preferably.
Yeah, a house.
Where you don't have to share a wall with somebody.
You know, or share a wall or share a ceiling, roof, whatever, ceiling, floor.
And I can have chickies.
Oh yeah, and my wife likes chickens.
Hey, they're friendly birds.
Yeah, and actually there was this place we went by once, and my wife can figure out where it is.
Up towards Gilsum.
Up towards Gilsum. They have this particular breed of chicken. Never been around a breed like that before. They were extremely friendly. Extremely.
They were almost had the mentality of a cat.
If you didn't hear her, she said.
A nice cat.
And were the hens broody or not? Do you remember?
I don't remember because we were holding two of the roosters.
No.
You had a rooster sitting on your arm, and I had one sitting on my arm, and they were just sitting there, not squawking or flapping their wings or anything. They're just like sitting there like almost like a stuffed animal or something.
Now, when I was a boy, my grandparents, step-grandparents, if you will, they adoptive grandparents, I don't know what you want to call them, they lived out in Hempstead, Texas. And Grandmother told me to go down to the hen house and down to the chicken coop and collect the eggs. So I wander on down. I come back with an empty basket, and she's looking at me like, where are the eggs? I say, Grandma, the chickens are pecking at me. Yeah, she didn't like that too much. So anyway, yeah, they're gonna protect their hen fruit, as my wife calls it, hen fruit. I like that hen fruit.
That is their fruit.
Yeah, yeah, they produce. That's, you know. So it would be nice to have some chickens. That would be one thing we wouldn't have to buy. Would be eggs. Eggs are actually kind of expensive, and I think.
Hey, we get enough going, we could sell them.
Yeah, and they sell. People up here sell eggs for a pretty decent price. But then again, it's worth it if they're organic and all that, non-GMO organic and everything. So
we'll probably go over pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we've bought them for what, almost $4 a dozen, right?
I think it was $3 a dozen. That one guy.
So you know, hey, that would make us some money off the books too.
Yeah, and how much is corn going to cost, you know?
Yeah, that should be pretty cheap. And we grow a garden. I'd love to have a garden. And an orchard. But, you know, we have a lease here. We're on housing. You know, so I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I don't. Winchester is in Cheshire. Oh my gosh, my ear is just
popping like crazy.
Yeah. It is in Cheshire County, but see, Keene Housing doesn't cover all. What does it cover? All part of Cheshire?
No, it's places that adjoin Keene's borders or something like that.
Yeah, they have an odd setup in my opinion. I've never been on housing before, so you know. But yeah, they find out about every little penny of income you make.
You sneeze and they find out.
Yeah, and and I don't think they'll let us move until the lease is up. But at the same time, you know, hey, we can't live with these neighbors.
I kind of thought we were on a month-to-month after we got through the first year.
Oh, well, maybe so. If we're on a month-to-month.
We've got to talk to old pain in the butt.
Yeah.
You know who I mean.
Yeah. So, you know, we'll see. You know what I'd really like to do, though? You know, if the dinner, I need to go turn the roast.
Turn the roast.
If we played the lottery, like we have money to play the lottery, like we have money for win the lottery, I'd build my wife a castle out in the middle of nowhere. But anyway, cheaper to buy some land. They have these not barns or sheds, garages, 2 floors, 2 stories. They have a ground floor and a first floor, and we would make the first floor, which would be to your Americans the second floor, where we live. And the ground floor we could use for like a workshop, a home gym, arts and crafts area. Put a deck out in front, like a patio, a porch, or whatever, that accesses from the ground. I mean, from the first floor. And that way, that also acts as a carport. And we have that nice sunny room up there. Sunny area up there. We could put a container garden up and have a nice place to sit in privacy and all that. So we don't have that kind of money though. But anyway, I got to go turn the roast. And if anybody knows of anything in Winchester, please let me know.